People often think we live in a boat because we're chasing adventure. We dreamed of exploring new places, waking up in beautiful anchorages, and living a life that felt a little different. But somewhere along the way, our reason changed. Now, it's about something far more valuable than adventure. Today we're sharing why we chose this life and exactly what it costs us to live this way.
Is that better, Jack? Hi guys, so today we're going to answer a question that we get asked a lot, and it's not really just a question, it's something that we find ourselves justifying, and it's the way we live and how we live and why we live.
Why do we live this way? Why have we not got a house? Why are we living on a boat?
Well, for me, originally it was probably the adventure, the spark, the idea of having a boat, crossing oceans and taking you home with you.
For me, I guess probably the same. Kieran he pretty much just wrecked my head for 5 years, and I just eventually said, look, he was looking at this one boat and I was like, let's just go check it out. And he's like, what, really? And I'm like, you're just driving me absolutely nuts. Let's do it.
In the end, Leanne drove the purchase of the boat because I was so obsessed with the idea.
Obsessed is a good word. Yeah.
So anyway, that was us. That was the initial first.
Yeah.
Why do it? We've done the four-wheel drive thing. We've done a camper van through Europe. We've done. It was the next evolution of adventure. People see us with the kids in a small space, crammed into a 38-foot boat. What some people would think is insane.
And sometimes it feels like it's insane, especially when we're not out there doing it. If we're at the dock, that's it's a little bit more tricky.
There's a real difference between doing this adventuring, sailing, new anchorages, new hiking trips, new beaches, new reefs to explore, new towns that you pull in on. Like, the adventure is huge when you're out there doing it, but when we stop and we have to earn money, and we get into a bit of a maintenance mode, money mode, it becomes, living at the dock is not, I would say, definitely not why we're doing this.
No,
it's not part of the why. It's something we live with and deal with on a day-to-day basis, in order to be able to get back out there and do it. Now, in saying that, people ask, like, are we going to rent a house when we stop? The answer to that is no. We're going to stay living on the boat. The boat is our home, and probably brings us to the next reason why we're still doing it, and it's evolved over time. And that is time, and it's time with our kids. It's the adventure. It's the time that we get together while our children are still young, without having massive overheads of a mortgage, having a house, without paying rent. I did the quick math the other day. We save about almost 30,000 Australian dollars per year by just living on the boat. And it seems that's insane, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's the difference between the cost of living on the boat, with our liveaboard fees and all the rest of it, marina fees and membership fees and everything, taken into account, versus renting a property and paying for our power and water and the immediate costs of that.
You go through phases of being, oh, maybe we're not doing the right thing. Maybe this isn't right for us right now. But then we always bounce back to, no, we want the time with the kids. Like, if we were to get a house right now, we'd both have to work full-time hours to pay for the mortgage, and then before we know it, the kids are grown up. This is really the only balance we can figure out, because we don't have the money to have a house and a boat. If we had the money to do both, that's the situation.
I think a lot of people would be in that situation too. And every time we afford to be able to do anything, we go sailing anyway, so and then come back broke.
So we're at a bit of a crossroads at the moment, because we're like, how can we adventure and still not go backwards? Because at the moment we feel like we're going backwards. Every time we leave the dock to adventure, we have to come back to the dock to make money, and we're in catch-up mode.
At our age, you have an internal battle, because of what you feel like you should have at this age. We've got kids. Where's our house? Where's our career? Where's our cash flow? The ability to, our ability to earn money's fine, and we just stop and we get work. But it always takes more than you think for us. What I would like to know, how's other people doing it? How are you doing it? If you're watching this video, how are you achieving the work-life balance whether it be on a boat, in a caravan, in a house even.
Yeah.
You know, just curious. How is everybody else? How are other people making it happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the ocean. I love the freedom that it creates, the thrill, the adventure. That's for me.
Yeah.
The boat is a real vessel. It takes our home where we go, and it can be wild.
It's purely freedom and adventure, isn't it?
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
It really can be wild.
Yeah.
And the harder you work for something tends to make the highs higher, the reward bigger. So the lows on a boat are low, and the highs are high, and that I think becomes quite addictive.
Yeah.
I know for me, like that, crossing the Bass Strait, you're getting 30 knots, 32 knots or whatever we're getting, and we're scooting down waves and getting waves crashing over the boat, and
I'm petrified, and Kieran's like, this is living. So we made it through night 1. Yay! I feel like it was a pretty spicy night. Kieran might say otherwise.
I'm just like, can you make me a coffee, Dad?
Yeah.
You know, like for me, you can be absolutely fearing for your life at doing 7 knots or 6 knots.
Yeah.
You know, it's...
Right. Yeah. Of course, choosing this lifestyle isn't free. So let's break down what it actually costs us to live on our boat. Okay, here's the part that I think most people are probably really interested in.
Especially if you're considering this lifestyle.
Yeah, and I think this is a part that I'm always quite interested in when I see other people on YouTube sharing their costs of their travel. So we broke this down into over a 10-month period. I didn't want to take into account anything that was out of the ordinary. We've spent money in other ways on other things, but I don't think it's relevant.
Flights to Ireland, for example. And we haven't totaled up the cost of the refit of the boat, because that's fairly personal to everybody else's situation too.
Yeah.
That can be as much as you want, literally, or as almost as little as you want, depending on the boat you buy and your expectations for comfort. Comfort starts to cost a lot of money.
It does, and yeah, we have put a lot of money into this boat, and that's probably another reason why we still have this boat.
Yeah, we're attached to it.
We're attached.
Financially driven in.
Okay. You've put a lot of work into making it very comfortable and very safe.
Labour too.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
yeah.
Let's dive into the costs of what we spent on in 10 months, leaving Brisbane up to the Whitsundays and then down to Tasmania.
Yeah.
We did just over 3,000 miles for that in that 10 months.
Yeah.
Should we just dive into the first topic?
Yeah.
Well, first, before we do, did it cost us more in that time than you thought it was going to, or less?
Yeah.
And what did you think was going to be the most?
It did cost us more. Yes. And we left the dock thinking, okay, our biggest expenses are going to be food and fuel. And we were like, how much really is that going to cost us? Because everything else out there, for the most part, we don't pull into marinas. At anchorages, that's free. So we're not paying for accommodation per se. So yeah, on the big scheme of things, it did cost more because you've got all the little things that fit around food and fuel that add up. And it's the small things that you think, oh, that's only $3 for the week or whatever it might be, yeah. But all these $3 just add up. So yeah, overall it cost us more than what I expected.
I'd agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wholeheartedly, it cost us more than what we thought.
Yeah. Okay, so shall we dive into
the biggest cost?
The biggest cost.
Let's just do the biggest cost first.
Yeah. Okay, so at 48.4%, it seems like a lot.
Seems like a huge amount.
Yeah.
And very...
Yeah.
That's 48.4%.
Yeah.
It's quite accurate.
It is accurate. And yeah, 48.4% food came in. And this was just food on board. This is not...
That's not getting takeaway or
no.
Going to a restaurant or a pub or a bar or anything like that. That's grocery shopping?
Grocery shop.
Yeah. And so what did we spend...
Total?
Yeah.
Here is the total for our food costs over 10 months was $13,304.50.
That's Australian dollars too.
Australian dollars, yeah. I will break it down into...
Put US dollars in the bottom of the screen there.
US dollars, yeah.
Yeah. So $13,304.
Yeah.
That works out to about $307 per week.
Yeah.
On food.
Yeah. Which really, on the big scheme of things, it's not too bad, is it?
Well, we're feeding four of us.
Yeah.
And we did catch fish. We did all right some of the times. Sometimes we didn't. And we do eat pretty well on board.
We absolutely don't skimp on the good stuff. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, but we also we're not stupid with it either.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but I will go out and fill the freezer full of steak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, all I eat is meat and eggs.
Yeah.
And cheese.
Yeah.
And butter.
Where we can, we'll catch fish. Like we're always fishing.
Always fishing.
Yeah.
But we caught like next to nothing coming down the New South Wales coast. We caught a couple of snapper and bits and pieces. Like it wasn't fridge fillers by any means.
Yeah.
So the next biggest cost, and it's huge. Like it drops down from 48%
to 8.6.
8.6%.
Is entertainment and eating out.
So basically pubs, doing things, activities,
restaurants,
mostly
takeaways.
We got to Early Beach after leaving Brisbane, and we'd worked so hard to get there. It felt like we were on holiday at Early Beach, and we did go to the pub and restaurants and get ice cream and takeaways and stuff a fair bit while we were there. So our entertainment came to a total of $2,375.72. Yeah, so we might go for a month or two without getting to land at all, or pubs and grubs and things like that. But when we do, we enjoy it.
Yeah.
So
we've come onto the main island in search for ice cream because it's been 2 weeks since we've been at anywhere where we can get ice cream.
The next category is other shopping.
Yeah.
We have a bit of a trend going on here.
We do. So other shopping includes Big W, Amazon, Kmart, any fishing gear that we might have got.
So that's like clothing for the kids, which tends to be a lot.
Yeah.
Undies.
And for us, like anything that we need to buy.
Yeah, buddy? Yeah, you can talk.
Like, remember when my old jacket got too big, so we went to a shop to buy my life jacket.
That's right. We did have to buy your life jacket. That's right.
That's one of the costs.
That's
Anaconda.
Anaconda, yeah.
Yeah.
So did you...
Will we take that into account?
Yeah.
Yes,
we
we
did.
did.
Yeah.
Good point, Jack.
Thanks, buddy.
Well done.
Oh,
We've got a cameraman here. He's behind the camera, reminding us of things that we've spent money on. Alright, so it's fishing gear, clothes, bits and pieces, Jack's life jacket. I think, did we get one for Ella too? Another life jacket for Ella?
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
So, just a miscellaneous.
Yeah. So that came to a total of $2,193.47.
And so what was the percentage?
8%.
8%.
8%.
Of our total 10-month budget.
Yeah. Okay, next is the one that I thought would be second in the list.
Actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, given everything else adds up so quickly too, you don't realise it's that $3 or $4 here, the $10 here, $20 here. So the next one's fuel, basically. The next biggest cost was fuel.
Yeah.
And that came to 7.3% of our budget.
Yeah. Which tallied in at $1,995.62.
So that was fuel for the diesel for the main engine for the boat and outboard fuel.
Yeah.
We did about 300 hours of motoring in that 10 months.
Yeah. It's pretty good, isn't it?
So it's always more than I think. You always end up motoring more than you was, like a few hours here, a few hours here. It kind of adds up.
Yeah.
Plus, we had to, a few times you had to run it to charge the batteries when it was really bad days. Run the water maker, things like that. So
yeah,
that's okay.
Okay, our next one is boat insurance.
Yeah, that's came to 6.1% of our budget for the 10 months.
Yeah.
Which is more than I thought, actually.
Quite substantial, really.
Yeah. So our cost for insurance, that's $1,387 for
insurance
for 10 months.
Yeah.
We do pay yearly. It's $1,600 something, or it's just gone up again.
It's probably going to be $1,800.
So that's something that catches you out.
Yeah.
When you're underway, you get your insurance bill.
Yeah.
Some people would choose to have no insurance, but this is our home, so, and we do have full comp insurance, so we're just going to keep it that way. The final biggest category for the boat was home improvements. So that's things that we've done to make the boat more comfortable, or more usable, or repairs, upgrades, replacements of things that are broken whilst we are underway. Again, not taking into account the $4,000 life raft that we stuck on the back before we left. That's a refit cost. That's a completely different video, because that's phenomenal. The refit cost is huge. So what would have been in the home improvements list?
So home improvements.
We had to replace the little electric oven
Yeah.
when we're in Early Beach. We do have lithium batteries and inverter and stuff. We use a lot of electric on the boat.
Yeah. So we installed a soda stream.
The soda stream, I actually put a big bottle in and got an adapter, so we're not paying for those little pissy soda stream CO2 containers. And that lasts us 3 to 4 months now, and it costs about $20 to fill up.
We also installed a diesel heater.
Getting ready for Tassie.
Yeah.
That's right. Pump died
Yeah.
when we're in the Capitals, our freshwater pump.
Yeah.
And so I ordered a new one from Roadtech Marine. So there was that, and then in the same order I brought a spare impeller and motor system for the toilet. We've only got one toilet on board, so keeping that working was key. So we just had a camera malfunction.
Yeah. Our GoPro overheated and shut down.
We're back. But anyway, so that's our list of our biggest. And what did that come to actually? What was the total for that?
$1,084.
So that was sort of maintenance, upgrades, and little creature comforts.
Yeah. Yeah.
We got the 6 items, what we've just mentioned. So the food, the entertainment, the other shopping bits and miscellaneous pieces, the fuel, the insurance, and the home improvement, maintenance, things like that.
Yeah.
That was our biggest categories,
Yeah.
and they totaled 82% of our total budget.
Yeah.
The rest of it fell into just a little house admin, phone bills,
Yeah.
just having our own phones and things like that. That all adds up, and that made up the last sort of 18% of our total budget.
Yeah.
So in total, how much did we spend
In total.
for 10 months cruising?
Okay.
Find the right spreadsheet.
Drum roll, please.
It's not that much.
No. So our total spendings came in at $27,514.28 for 10 months cruising.
So what does that work out to per week? Equals times 12. Yeah, divided by 52.
Right.
$634.94. So $635 a week on average is what we spent to go cruising with a family of 4 on our 38-foot, 45-year-old 38-foot boat.
Yeah.
So $2,750 per month.
Yeah.
So that's the cost of us living the way we do. So that's $27,000 for 10 months. But if we take into account everything like flying to Ireland, the bigger upgrades, things that we do when we're not sailing, like at the moment I've just installed a bunk down the back bedroom, which you'll get to see, so we can not have another baby, but keep the kids in the same room. Hopefully. Things like that, I think $52,000 a week.
$1,000 a week is where we're at.
Is what we see the need for upgrades to the boat, the maintenance, the flying to Ireland every second year, New Zealand, adventuring and living and exploring for a family of 4, I think would be more realistic. Full time would be $1,000 a week.
Yeah.
And we could make it work.
What do you reckon? Is that ridiculous? $1,000 a week? Or what's everyone's kind of median average
What do you spend
costs of cruising?
Yeah. What do you spend?
Can we cut back?
What are you budgeting for? If you haven't left yet, what are you budgeting for?
Yeah.
And in context too, like, is it just you, couple, family of 4, family of 6? What are you spending when you go sailing or traveling? And it's interesting to know.
Yeah.
And how are you making it work? Are you pulling in everywhere, getting work? Do you online income?
And if you currently live in a house, would you do this lifestyle?
Yeah.
Or is it like, no, couldn't live that way whatsoever? Okay, I think we'll leave it at that for this week. It's a little bit of a different episode for you guys. But we just wanted to share, our lifestyle, why we choose this life, and how much it costs.
Thanks for watching.
Bye!